people just don't get it. People just don't get it.
Well, it's like any cop movie that you see where they're like, and I'm not saying that cops are racist, but like when you see like a cop movie and they're using the N-word, and you're like, or like say Colors,
right?
Where they're
Colors,
yeah. And
there was that Jake Gyllenhaal movie a couple years ago too. That was kind of like that.
Which one was that?
Wasn't it where he played a cop and it was hardcore? It was down in Compton or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you go, no one gets offended when they go, oh, that's just real. That's the way real people talk. That's like Training Day.
Yeah, Training Day.
Like that everyone was like, that's or Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Well,
you gotta admit, man, Hateful Eight at one point, you're like, okay, come on, man. I'm getting tired.
I didn't see it.
It's good. It was really good. But the language at one point, the use of the N-word at one point, even for me, I was like, I know, but it's like, I don't know. He must have a card. Tarantino has a card, like say the N-word free card, and and he's not anywhere near his limit now because he just uses it all the time.
By the way, if I had that, like, so if I want to make a movie, I really want to make a movie. I got to make a TV show first. I got to make 2 TV shows first, then a movie, and then
why 2 TV shows?
I have 2.
Are they planned already?
On. Yeah,
good. Sitcoms.
One is. I got to be dead honest with it. I probably said this ad nauseum on this podcast. Everyone's like, "We get it, Bert." My buddy is a big TV producer now,
right?
But he's worked his way up, and he's done it the way you did yours, and the way Joe did his, independently. And now everyone's coming to him, going, "Hey, can you do mine?" And for a year and a half ago, he said, my only passion is doing yours, because we grew up together. We grew up together,
right? And it'd be fun.
And he's like, dude, this is what. So we're talking about it. We did some stuff, and then he was like, I feel like you're not really super passionate about it. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if like I'm an actor. I don't know. I was like, I like doing what I'm doing right now, and I have a couple ideas, and I go, really, honestly, I really want to do a 4-camera sitcom. This sounds so cheesy, but like, the life, I look at it about lifestyle.
All
like,
in the
I want
family.
a writer's room. I want an office. I want a green room. I want to buy a motorcycle and ride to CBS Radford every morning and fucking ride back, and that's all I ride my motorcycle, but I fucking enjoy it. I want to ride a bike there. I want to jog to work. I want to go on the lot and have the French fry. Like, I like all that shit.
Okay. All right. So, if I can give you a bit of advice.
Please.
Number one, don't ever do anything you're not passionate about, because all you'll do every day will be a fucking nightmare. It'll be like you have liver cancer. You will show up every day just hating it. Some people can put that aside. I can't. If I can't show up if I don't like it. I'll be there. I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's why my agents are crazy right now, because I keep getting auditions and I say this is like 3 days, and I go, well, I got 2 theater shows I'm doing. I can't blow those 2 off for 10% of the money, and I get to do my new show, which I love, stand up. I mean, this American show just got good because I was being a pussy about it. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
I given you shit earlier about like not having that filter. I had that filter. I was thinking that I don't want to make these people mad. I want to lose the audience. And then I was in Cleveland for first show, and I did it. I did it for
Hilarities.
Hilarities.
I saw your name up on the board.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so you come to. So first show Friday, I was like, I kind of pussed it out. I was just doing the jokes, and I walk off stage, and my wife, who's a comic, she opens for me, and I go, I want you to go up on stage and kick him in the dick. I go, that's what I'm doing the next show. I go, I want you to know that we've both been like pussing out on what we're saying.
Yeah.
I want you to tell him like it's the truth. And I said, I'm doing the same thing. And I went up the second show, got a standing ovation, and the show hasn't not got a standing ovation since. But all I did was change my attitude about it. So. What was I just talking about before I went on some other fucking off-ramp?
We were talking about working on something you're not passionate about.
Here's the thing. You just described all the trappings of show business. You have those.
Yeah.
You need to come up with something that'll make you work 14 hours a day and not feel tired. Special Unit was that for me. So whatever you want to do, what's your impossible thing? The one thing that you're like, I want to do this and no one's going to do it.
The one thing that I really, really want to do is I want to make The Machine Story a movie, but I want to make it like Fletch. I want to do a Machine Story in Russia. I want the Machine to be a character,
right? Who
gets into different, like almost a James Bond, drinking, bumbling, fucking Fletch-like character,
right?
But I want to do that. I want to do a hostage situation on a cruise ship. I want the Machine to end up in a bunch of I go, that would be great for me, and then I don't even need to play the Machine. I just want to make that movie.
Okay, they'll say that again.
Okay.
If you want all those trappings, of course you're playing the machine. By the way, again, Ryan Reynolds playing the machine is what I expect. You playing the machine is fucking every dude in the world's be like, that he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you have to. Here's what I get driven, man. I like there was no way Special Unit was not getting made. There was no way. People were like I can fill a room where people are like, dude, stay over there. I don't want to. Your energy is just too. No, we're doing this fucking movie. I'm that guy. Look at my eyes right now. Dude, we're doing this fucking movie. And so you need to find if you keep saying gonna. It's gonna just here's you.
That's me. That's me. Gonna.
What, here's you. Here's gonna.
Yeah.
So if you say, I will have the script done for the machine, because, by the way, I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie.
Oh, I've got it all beat out in my head. I wrote an outline, and I went around and pitched it, which I think was a very valuable lesson.
If you got it beat out in your head, you're just beating off.
No. I have it written out. Yeah, I have an outline written out.
Good. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to set a date.
Where I write the script?
Well,
can I tell you that? But this is how I work.
Stressful.
This is how I work.
Right.
And to cut back to the beginning of our conversation, man, I had pushed back cutting out drinking for like a chunk of time, like a 2-week period, a month period. I had pushed it back just consistently until I made this bet with them, and then I was like, oh, it starts September 1st or October 1st.
Right.
And the same with this marathon. I was like, I want to do a marathon. Last night I was like, fuck it. I just signed up for the St. Pete half marathon in November when I'm in Tampa, and I go, now I'm training for a half marathon. I was like, these are things that are happening now because it's happening in my life. I want when you said I got the money.
I want to point out what you did.
What?
No. I didn't have the money when I said I was doing the movie.
No, but the idea that you said once you got the money, it was real. I connected with that, and I went, I wish someone just give me $400,000, and then I go, fuck, now I got to write a script.
No, that's wrong. I said that wrong. I decided that year before that the movie's getting made, whether I get the money or not.
Yeah.
When what ends up happening is, I think what I was talking about was when someone else gave me the money, all of a sudden I felt incredibly responsible to them, and my level of quality stepped up. I realized how much further I had to step up because it was someone else's money. I think that's what I meant. I was like, holy shit, this is real. And it was real anyway. We were starting on that day. So what you did with the St. Pete thing, you gave it distance, time, and form. A lot of people say, I'm gonna make a movie one day. When? One day. Well, that just fucking keeps moving.
Yeah.
You have to be in Tampa that week working.
Yeah.
So you're running a marathon. And now you're training. You decided
half marathon.
You bet your guys that you were going to stop drinking, and now it's a competition. You created a structure. So
I need that because I don't have that internally.
Okay, so make a bet with me then, because I would love to. I'd love to help with the script. I don't have to not to write it, but I'll help you with it. I can go, this might be funny. I'm great at that. I'm great at pitching stuff. I wrote on Titus for 3 years, and I'm funny. So what's today? Let's look at today. All right, people, listen up. Here's what we're going to do. Because I want. By the way, everyone listening right now wants to see that character. It's basically Peter Sellers and James Bond, except for and a Will Ferrell character, drunk kind of crazy guy. Basically, the machine is just kind of a drunk crazy guy who gets in situations and just says, "Well, fuck it, let's do this."
A drunk Forrest Gump.
Yeah, but he's got more skill than that.
Yeah. Today's October 5th. I know exactly what the date is.
Okay, so you say you already have this beaten out, right?
I have the entire show beaten out. Entire movie beaten out.
Really? Written down?
Written down.
Okay.
I wrote an entire outline.
Okay, so you're going to start writing. You're going to write the first scene. But what's today?
October 5th.
Okay, so you have the first scene written by October 15th. That gives you 10 days to write 5 minutes, 5 pages.
Oh yeah, I could do that today.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so you're going to write the 5. Okay, now I'm just giving you that time so you can, and I'm going to call you on this.
Okay.
I'm going to start calling you on this, and you're going to start writing the machine.
All right.
And it's called The Machine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to so that's October. So by October, November, December.
What's the timeline for writing a script?
You're going to have the script done. You'll have the script done, which is, by the way, if you break it down scene by scene, there's script's an hour and a half, 3 minutes per scene.
What is it? 120 pages, 110 pages,
25 scenes, whatever, 25 scenes. So by December 15th, you're going to have a rough draft of this. Do you agree to that?
Yeah.
By December 15th, we're going to have a rough draft of The Machine.
Yeah.
Fucking A. People, everybody, please, I want you to go to Facebook, to Bert's Facebook and his Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Unless you puss out and don't put this out.
Nope, I'm in.
Okay, so by December 15th, you're going to have a rough draft of The Machine.
Yep.
Just because of your followers, just because of people that you're fans.
Hey, Siri, set a reminder in my calendar that by December 15th, I will have a rough draft of The Machine.
machine for December 15th, 2017 at December 15th, 2017.
Hell yeah. And here's the thing I want you to do. I want you to start telling people. Don't keep this to yourself.
Yeah.
Look, chair didn't exist till some guy said chair. So I want you to start saying this to people.
Okay.
I want you to tell. We're telling everybody right now. By the way, guys, our job is to keep Bert on this movie because I want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen the bit and I'm like, I want to see. That's the movie I want to see. That's the Van Wilder movie that you star in that I want to see.
Yeah.
And I can totally see the sequels and stuff to it.
I think.
So I want you to tell your agent today by December 15th because he'll keep you on track.
Okay.
I want you to tell your manager. I want you to tell your friends, especially comics, because everybody's on board with this. Once you create this support group, dude, it's done. It's already done.
Yeah. All right, I'm in.
All right, good. All right, man. All right,
Fuck
good.
yeah.
Good.
That's a great way to fucking end the podcast.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's a fucking challenge. I love it.